Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome back to the Stock Market podcast. No, we have a surprise. So from today, we are going live with the market report. Yes. So hope you love this. So we are starting off with live market reports every day from today. So with that, this is Srikant Rajan. So let us start the market report for the day. So coming to the market on Friday, we could see the Nifty actually continuing to consolidate. We could see Nifty opening flat, and from there we could see the complete movement to be really going on in a similar manner until last hour of the day, where we could see some selling coming in. So if you could see the market, we had seen that the Nifty closed at 17,314. One thing that I can tell you is, in spite of all this weakness, in fact, the weakness is about the global markets that we have been speaking about. We spoke about it yesterday also. But then, one thing that we need to understand is the US markets are having reasons for the market to be weak, but Indian market has reasons where it is fundamentally stronger. So that's one reason why we could see Indian markets outperforming the global markets. So this is something really good. So let us look at what happened after the Indian markets closed on Friday. Now, if you look at the Indian market, after Indian markets closed almost flat, I would say, but then after that, we could see the US market actually falling big. US markets fell so much that it actually created a big fear entire global market, and we could see a global weakness as well. So if you look at SGX Nifty, it's already pointing at a big gap down at 17,058. In fact, we had closed at 17,314. So that's a huge, almost 300-point gap down that we are going to see today. So why all this weakness? In fact, after the Indian markets closed, as we discussed in the meeting yesterday, the US job data came in, the non-farming data, job data. And that actually showed an improvement in jobs. That is, the additional jobs were added. So this immediately spooked the investors. Investors were thinking that if the job data was going to be weak, then there are chances that the Federal Reserve may even consider to not hike the rates so much. But with the jobs data coming in good, there was a fear in the market and there was a panic selling scene. And the panic selling was seen to such extent that Nasdaq was down 3.8%. If that was not enough, S&P 500 was down 2.8% and Dow Jones was down 2%. Even today, the futures are also kind of ticking in the negative. And if you look at the global markets, if you look at especially Asian markets, we could see Korea is already down by 0.22%. Hong Kong is, as usual, it is 2.5% down. And we could also see Japan down by 0.71%. So this is something that's happening across Asian markets right now. And what is going to happen with the Indian market? So for this, one thing that we need to understand, on Friday, the FIs have continued to sell. But even though they have sold almost for 2,250 crores, DIAs have bought for 545 crores. But then the net, if you look at the net selling and buying of the FIIs, it was almost 2,400 crores in the very first week of October. So that is something really good. So apart from that, if you look at, the most important part of this week, what is important is the results are starting. Yes, today we see the TCS coming out with results, and that should be really watched because Nifty IT has been at a very important support area. It has kind of tried to recover yesterday, and from there, it is standing at a good level. So only thing is, if TCS comes out with better margins, as we had discussed in the meeting yesterday, there are chances that IT can see a support and IT can start flying. And if that happens, the shorts in the IT sector can actually give a big short covering, and that could actually give us a very short-term rally. So that can be seen. But if TCS comes with bad results and the market decides to go on a selling mode, then we can see some more negativity. So that's something to be watched out for the day. Apart from that, if you look at last week, we could see Titan, one of our favorite stock. In fact, all of us are sitting with almost 40% returns there, isn't it? So Titan was also performing really well. On the Friday, it was up by 5% after it reported that they had seen a year-on-year rise in sales in the last quarter. So that's something really good, and we are expecting some good results from Titan that side as well. So apart from that, if you look at today, there is one important thing that you need to understand. So we had spoken about the oil rates going up after OPEC actually confirmed that they're going to reduce the production of oil. But after that, there was a Chinese data that came in from China that says that economy is not going to recover soon, and they are sitting in a bad shape. And this actually has given a negative influence in the market, because of which, again, the oil prices have kind of slightly come down. So one thing that we know, it was trading close to $120 a barrel some time back. And from there, it came down to 80, and now it is sitting at close to $96 a barrel. So it is still okay, I hope, because less than $100 is kind of still considerable. So that's something should be okay with it. But of course, it's a slight negative for Indian market. So that's something that we need to watch. Apart from that, if you look at the a local stock market, or if you look at our some stock specific news, there is some important news coming in, as Reliance is expecting to take some foreign loans and raise funds for both Geo as well as their other business. So this is going to see almost a $2.5 billion inflow into Geo. And of course, since the rumors of Geo IPO is also on, there would be some positivity there, something that we need to look at. And if Reliance can stay strong, we could see actually the Nifty recovering. So even though we see such a gap down opening, there are chances that there might be an initial panic sell-off, but then we should see the Indian market to recover by end of the day. So that's what I'm expecting. But then let us also see what is going to happen in the end of the day at the US. So that's also to be watched. But as of now, for Monday, I would say it is time that we book some profits on the Gold Club, and then look at what happens in the market throughout the day, and then take other trades as well. So in fact, we are expecting the market to kind of slightly consolidate and then slightly move up by end of the day. Let's see how it takes go there. So if you look at the important levels, I would say right now on the lower side, 17,000 is a very important support. And I would say 16,950 to 17,000 is the most important support. If 16,950 is broken, there are chances it can actually lead to 16,800, which is another next important support after 17,000 is broken. But on the higher side, I would say if it is recovering, we could see 17,170. If you remember, 17,170 was an important level that we watched last week. So 17,170 on the higher side is an important resistance. And if that is broken, of course, then we have the 17,350 to 400 range, which is a good resistance. So I am kind of expecting the market to consolidate this week or slightly rise as things go better. But then two important data that we need to focus on is the CPI. Yes, what is the two important data? CPI for India and CPI for US. So on Wednesday, we have a CPI, the inflation data for India coming in. So that needs to be watched. If it comes, it can be slightly higher than last month and probably come around 7.3%. But if anything more than 7.3% comes in, there are chances the market could see some sell-off. Similarly, if you look at the US inflation data, CPI data is coming on Thursday. So these are two things which is important. And this week is going to be volatile because there is also the Federal Reserve meeting minutes that is going to come up on Wednesday evening. So these are all important things to be watched, along with, of course, the major IT company results which is coming up this week. So starting off with today, there's TCS, then we have HCL and Wipro coming up with results, and then we have Infosys results on 13th. So we've got very important results coming up this week. On Saturday, after the markets close, or after Friday, on the weekend we also have HDFC Bank coming up with the result, which is a very important thing. So with all this, market is going to continue to be volatile, but then we are happy that the new strategy that we're doing is already working really well. So it means all of us are in great profits in spite of all the volatility that's happening in the market. So that's something that we can be super proud about, and let us look forward to continue the winning journey of investing and growing money with MPI Invest. So with that, looking forward to a great week ahead. Yet another profitable week is what we expect as usual, but let's see, markets can always turn up surprises. But I'm sure we at MPI Invest are a great community which is educating each other and ensuring that every member stays together and makes money together and grows together. So with that, this is Srikanth Rajan signing off. But before we leave, do remember to press the like button because that motivates us. The like button is something that you should do, and do comment your views on how we did the first live I come to say the podcast. It's not a podcast. So the market report on live right now. So how do you love it? Do put in your comments in the comment section below. That would definitely help us motivate. So that's something that we look forward to. We'll have a great market report coming in every morning from MPI Invest. Goodbye. Have a great day.